their first time within the region, many of them even their first time abroad. So it's a really great educational way to give them a cultural exchange. During the week of the West Virginia University Student Exchange, we have an annual debate. In this debate, we always analyze a relevant topic regarding women's issues. So this year, it was about like the use of technology. We've had topics about feminism, waves of feminism, women in politics. We've also even tackled some controversial topics such as covering, like wearing the hijab, very East versus West debates. So it's really interesting, and we usually get a really great feedback from this from both sides. Also, we have a chance for the RUW students to visit West Virginia University. We have a annual trip where they spend about 7 to 10 days in West Virginia, but we also give the Royal University for Women's the option to go to West Virginia for a semester, even for a year, or for a summer course. So this is something the students are really excited about having. This is just an image. One of the events we had, this is on the Royal University for Women campus. We had a barbecue night. This is like traditional Bahraini or Arabian tent seating. We call these couches jalsa. They're just cushions, and it's very common to see these when you're having a dinner outside with tea and barbecue, the tikka we call it. So we let these are some of the West Virginia students experiencing that with some of the RUW students, along with the RUW president and vice president. We brought a falcon. The Saudi embassy coordinated with us, and they brought a falcon, which is a common symbol of Saudi Arabia. They brought this to show the students where they were able to hold it and different things. So this photo is actually Miss Samine. She's the director of the OSA, the Organization for Student Affairs. And this is one of our Royal University students who works within the OSA department. This is a photo of the debate from this year. So as you can see, they're split in typical debate setting. Each student has approximately 5 minutes to give their argument, and then they have a 1 minute round of rebuttal. This is just a flyer. This was the flyer we had announcing the trip to West Virginia. Not only do they go to West Virginia, they also go to Washington, D.C. and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which are 2 major cities located within near driving distance of West Virginia University. So these are the RUW and the WVU Civil Engineering Bahrain campus students in Washington, D.C. on that trip. This year we had our first international festival at the Royal University for Women. This was a really neat opportunity. I think around 15 countries were represented. We already have an international student population, so each student from a different country had a booth, and they had traditional food, different things, maybe arts and crafts. We had many embassies come. There was a show where they did several different traditional dances and a traditional fashion show as well, which our fashion design program helped engage and coordinate in. This is one of our Royal University for Women students who is Yemeni. So she and some of her friends set up this booth just as an example. And this is something, it was our first year of doing it, but absolutely we will continue to do this yearly. And we hope as we recruit more, we'll have more countries to represent. So this year, currently now, we're holding our first round of student elections. This year, we've decided to allow students to have somewhat of like an election campaign for the student body positions. So they are running for president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and club officer. Students are going around campus, they're campaigning, they have signs and posters, and the voting will be on April 30th. So they have the whole month. We gave them the entire month of April to campaign. This is Reem Ben Shams. She is a third-year law student. She's running for student body president. On the left-hand side, you'll see this is one of our Pakistani students. She's also running for president. This is just a photo the other day. She was going around to different offices and giving away donuts to the faculty and students. Although the faculty are not voting, only students. She was, giving out a treat as a way of campaigning. And these students, the elections will be held on April 30th, but they will begin representing their position the next academic year. This is a photo from our International Sports Day. As I've shown in previous webinars, we have a really fantastic sports center. So once a year on what's marked as International Sports Day, it's in February, the students and the staff all participate in kind of a jog around campus where we have a race and an award is given to the winner. And then the females usually go and have a Zumba style dance. And then they are our sports center is like open, and it's kind of just a really busy time for it. So it's a really active, fun event. We block some time so students are let out of classes in order to participate. This is our Saudi National Day celebration from this year. We have a very high population of Saudi students, a little over 200 currently. So it was important to us to celebrate their National Day. This is inside our student center. We decorated and we ask everyone to wear green. Inside during the ceremony, there was traditional music playing, traditional food and drinks, the Arabic coffee and tea, and sweets and things were given out. So it was a really nice thing for the students and the staff to participate in. Just a moment, please. Sorry about that. This is our pizza night. Sorry about that for the noise. This is our pizza night in the RUW dorm. Sorry. I can't seem to get back to that. The president and the vice president and the director of quality assurance all came to the RUW dorms where they held a pizza night on a Thursday night. And in this time, the president also coordinated with students to find out what kind of things they like about the dorms, what type of things they would like to change and improve. So we're always giving the students the opportunity to voice their opinions and to really tell us what things they want more of or less of. And we try to do the pizza night once each semester. This photo is from Yellow Banat. This is an organization within Bahrain. This was a ceremony to kind of honor the Saudi women driving, and we had, so all of our students, both Saudi and Bahraini, coordinated within the community with Yellow Banat to participate in this event. So that's just one example of events they participate in within the community. This is a game night on the campus. These are students and faculty playing traditional games. This is on a Thursday night, so even on the weekends, we're doing things that are drawing the students to stay on the campus and have fun. Just last weekend, we held the RUW Carnival. This is something we've held for 3 years now, but this year we had the opportunity to bring in a kind of famous band in the GCC, and that was really wonderful. They had an amazing turnout. Not only of students, it was also open to the community as well. So here is some photos of that. As you can see, it's a pretty large crowd during the concert time, and I think the students really enjoyed it. This is business students on a trip in Paris with Dr. Vivian. We're having, as I mentioned before, we often have many trips within each college where students from different programs of that college can actually take a course or have a trip. Sometimes this counts as one credit or more. It just depends on the length of the trip and the activities of it, of course. But this is these are really great opportunities for students to have the chance to go abroad, see new things, and also for us to engage with our partner universities and etc. These are our architecture and fashion design students in Paris. They took a trip this spring break to both Paris and Barcelona. They spent 3 days in Paris and 3 days in Barcelona. So it was really wonderful for them and relevant to these majors specifically to get to go and see. They had many organized trips to see different types of architecture. Fashion, as you know, is just kind of everywhere, but certainly relevant in these cities. These are our Royal University for Law students. This is them on their way to Vienna for an international moot arbitration competition. They're actually still there now, so I think they will come back tomorrow. Every year, our students we have a group of law students. They're able to take a course where one semester they're trained, and the second semester they actually participate in first a regional moot arbitration, commercial arbitration court. This actually was held on the RUW campus this year and last year, and we had about 17 different countries within the region come and participate in this competition. And it's a way to also prepare the region to travel to Vienna for the world competition, which is a much larger scale. So this is that group of students, and they just finished that, and they're usually very successful in this competition, both regionally and internationally. It's quite a great opportunity for them as well to have some arbitration experience. This year, we are really excited that we have partnered with a high school in Rwanda. This is an all-girls high school, and we have partnered with them. We will have a LAR, which is basically our general studies course on women and leadership. It's going to be a field course for almost a month. In Rwanda, the students will participate in many activities, and they'll have the chance to really work and help the all-girls high school in Rwanda and raise money for them as well. So this is just a wonderful cultural experience, and it's a way that we can take one of our offered courses at RUW and take it to another place so it can be a little more relevant and just give students a much more quality experience. Another course we're also offering a law course this summer at the University of Oxford. This will be held in the month of July. We will have one of our Royal University for Women Italian professors, Dr. Maria Casaria. She will be traveling with the students to Oxford, and she will be teaching them a 300 level law course. And the students will be staying in the residency at Oxford. They'll also spend a few days in London, where they'll go to many courts and sites which are very relevant to law in the field. So this is a really wonderful opportunity for our students, again, to take a course that's within their curriculum, in their study plan, and they can take it outside and actually have a study abroad experience. So we're hoping to next year maybe offer a very similar course. We have a partnership with the University of Oxford. Perhaps in upcoming years we'll have a similar course for business students, a similar course for the College of Art and Design, as well as the Engineering College. So this is all I have for you all today regarding student life. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I hope that that gives you an example of the student life at the Royal University for Women. We're definitely hoping that next year, after we have had our now elected student body officials, that students will feel they have even more say to promote their needs and desires for regarding student life on the campus. So I hope you all have a nice day, and thank you for viewing our webinar.
Brilliant. Many thanks, Catherine, for running through that presentation. It was absolutely excellent to understand how a university can stand apart not only from the content of its courses, but also improving student experience. As previously said, RUW are currently open for admissions, and we're currently onboarding international agencies upon their behalf. So any agent inquiries can be directly back to Catherine, which will link to the communication that we send out with regards to this video, or education agents all can be contacted